Good morning, Scott School. It is Tuesday, September 5th, and it's hard to believe that we are now in September and our second week of school. Boys and girls, it's amazing to be here at Scott School. I'm Mrs. Reha, the principal here at Scott School. For those of you returning this year, you know me. For those of you who are new to Scott School, I am the Mrs. Palmatier of this school. So Mrs. Palmatier, fun fact I share, is one of my very good friends. So she shared all sorts of wonderful things about each and every one of you. So I'm so excited to kick off this school year and have a wonderful experience with all of you. Boys and girls, here at Scott School, we have 3 school rules. We are respectful, we are responsible, and we are safe. So those of you coming from Shavy Road, they are similar to Shavy Roads, but a little bit different. And we'll talk about them all through the year. And we look for them too. So remember, Scott School, we have Panther Pride tickets that we give out to students for demonstrating respectful, responsible, safe, and even bucket filling behavior. And I know at Shavy Road, you were bucket fillers as well. And that's something most of you are familiar with. But later on this year, we will dive into what a bucket filler is, what it means, and what it looks like. So, boys and girls, I'm so thrilled that you're here with us. And now on to Mrs. Roseland.
Hello, my friends. As Miss Reha said, I am Miss Roseland, and a lot of my Shavy friends, I remember you from last year, and I told you I would see you, and I've seen you. I will be out at recess and lunch today, and so I will be looking for the respect and the responsible and the safe behavior. I will be. We also have this really cool, awesome thing here at Scott School where once every week we talk about a new word. What is it? It's word of the week. And this week it is honorific. Honorific. And guess what? It kind of ties into your school rules. A word or title expressing respect. So there's a connection right there. And I'm going to pass it to Mrs. Schwartz, and she's going to give you an example of what you could do and how you could earn a ticket.
Hello, Scott School. And our example for honorific is, this is a fun one. You have some kids and they're talking about a teacher, and it says, we use the honorific Mrs. when addressing adults at Scott School. And Mrs. is just one example of an honorific. It could be Mr., it could be Doctor, it could be Miss, all sorts of different things. But using that honorific is a great way to show a sign of respect. And as Mrs. Roseland said, my name is Mrs. Schwartz. I am the Mrs. Brown of Scott School. And similar to Mrs. Reha and Mrs. Palmatier, Miss Brown and I are really, really good friends. I know she's pretty amazing. And she too has told me some awesome things about all of you. And I'll tell you, after our first week, everything she said, true. You're all amazing. We're so excited to have all of our new second graders and are thrilled to have all of our returning third graders. And if you're new to Scott School, welcome. We're so thrilled you are here too. Yay! All right. We'll be talking more, as Mrs. Reed had mentioned earlier, later in the weeks to come about our Panther Prides and bucket filling and all sorts of good fun stuff. But for today, we feel we've talked a lot. So let's all please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a truly terrific Tuesday, Scott School.